Okay, I am going to show you how to do a story on Instagram. Okay, so you can't see my finger, so I'm just going to be describing what I'm doing while you look at the screen. Okay, so my Instagram, you see my Instagram, I'm going to click on my Instagram icon on my phone, and then I come to my main page of my Instagram. So you'll see the icons on the bottom. So you always want to be on the one that looks like a little house in the lower left-hand corner. And then on the upper left, well, at the top, you'll see the circle items. The circle items are those people's stories. If you want to look at your story, so if I want to look at my story, I click on my face up there. So, and you can page through by clicking on the right and then page back. So, but anyway, so that my face in the upper left that says you, when I click that again, I can see my current stories. And then the little X in the upper right, I can close that out. So if I want to add a story, see above my face where it says stories, there's a little camera. So you want to click on that camera, and that takes you into, your camera mode. So you can either like take a picture right now by clicking the big white button, or in the lower left, you see there's a little square which takes you to your roll, your camera roll. So you want to click on your camera roll like that. And so these these are the pictures that I've taken. So I took this picture this morning. So they're like my little feet in my blanket. And so that's now loaded in. And it's not into my story. I have to hit the send to, but I want to do a few things to it. So in the upper right, you've got some controls. So the one that has a little smiley square, that's like takes you into this area where you can pick icons and emojis, and it's kind of cool. A lot of people, let me click that again. So a lot of people like to hashtag. So, I'll do something like comfy cozy. So I'm going to type comfy cozy. That's my hashtag. So if you do a hashtag, see at the bottom, it shows you other hashtags. You can slide to the right if you want to get, ideas, but you always want a hashtag because then your picture will go to those tags. So you can hit done, and then you can actually move it around by grabbing it. You can make it bigger, put it wherever you want, like that. You can also click on it and it makes it, more opaque. Click back on it. For hashtags, you can't do much in terms of changing the colors. So I'll just leave it as an opaque. The other thing is you can go in and just add your own text. So let me see. What I like, maybe say my morning. Something like that. So you can type that up. They just added the ability to change. So at the very top, you can click on the different to make the different fonts. One thing they say in terms of just be consistent with the kind of the fonts you pick, because people get to know that's kind of your brand. You can also, so I clicked on the strong one. You can click on it again and you can make it different colors. I like pinks a lot, so I use a lot of pinks. If something's not showing up good, you can just play with the different colors. So white would probably look better down there. Another thing you can do that somebody taught me, which was really cool, is so I slide that up, and then you can go in and get your if you hit the little pencil up there next to the text mark, you hit the little pencil, then you can do stuff with colors. So you can pick like a color like pink, and then see this little slider over here on the left. You slide that up to make your brush thicker and put it down to make it thinner. But you can do stuff like this, like this. And then you say done, and then you slide so you can actually see things show up better when you kind of highlight behind. Um, so, and then you can't really undo it once you've done it, I don't think. You can click on it. Let's see. I think once that's there, I think it's there. So if you want to start over or save it at any time, in the lower left, you see save, or you can add it to your story. So I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to discard, and then I'm going to start again. I'm going to do it again. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a hashtag, and I'm going to do comfy cozy. Done. I'm going to click on it to make it opaque. I'm going to grab it and turn it sideways and put it up here. You have to be careful. What I learned, if you put things up too high, when people go to look at it, there's like text on the story that is just part of Instagram, and sometimes you can't see it if it's up too high, or it gets like blocked by this other text. And then I'm going to say my morning. Just going to keep it white. Going to make it strong. Done. And I'm going to put it down here in my blanket. Oh, I want to add, click on it if you want to edit it. So I clicked on it because I wanted to have a exclamation point. Done. My morning. Okay. And then if you're ready to send it to your stories, I found it automatically saves, but if you want to save it, if you're not sure, then go ahead and save it. Another thing I found is that, and not to like confuse you too much, is Facebook has, if you want to do a picture to both Instagram and to Facebook, you might want to save it. Like I might want to get rid of the morning and save it like this, which I did, saved it, because Facebook has different fonts. So I can like take this and put it over on Facebook and use a different font. So so that's something that you could always do. But anyways, so let me go back and add my morning. And then add strong. Done. Put it down here. All right, so now I'm ready. I'm going to send to. Now, if you don't have an Instagram business account, I switched it to business, then, and you have set up your settings so to send to both Facebook and your story, you can just share here and it'll ask you to post to Facebook too. So that's kind of, you can do kind of a, saves you a bit of time, but I often just post this, I just save the picture and post it to Facebook, because with a business account, you can't share to both. So then it's done, and that's good. So now I've posted that picture to my story. So now I can go into my story, and there it is. So that's kind of cool. See my story? So another trick with stories is, let me go back. It's going to be at the end. Okay, so you can hold, right now I'm holding the picture with my thumb. So if you want a picture to stay, then just hold it. If you want to go back, if you want to see your earlier stories, click on the left side of your screen and it'll go back. If you want to go forward, so say I don't want to wait, if you want to go forward, it'll go through your stories and then go to the next person's story. So this is basically how you kind of navigate amongst stories. So, and then if you want to hold on a story, like I said, you put your thumb on it. This is another interesting thing that I learned, is that if you can see, it's going to be hard. At the very top, are 3 bars at the very top of my screen. So you can, let me show you again. So see at the very top, see it's filling the little white bar. So it shows you there's 3 stories. Now it's on the second story. It's showing you for however many seconds. Now it's on the third story. It's showing you for however many seconds. So when you go to somebody else's story, so like say I'm going to Nikki's story, I can see how many she has. Looks like she has 3 stories. So it's going to the 3 different stories. And I can page through her stories. All right. So I think that's, let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Okay. So if you want to delete, so there's a more down there. So in the lower right-hand corner, it lets you do these. You can change your story settings. You can save, send to somewhere, whatever. So, but I think the key is to delete. And if you forgot to save it, you can come back here and save it if you want. But if you make a mistake, you can always delete it. So that's good to know. And then highlight, I don't even know what highlight is. So I don't use highlight at all. And then the other thing, and the most important thing, is you can go see who saw your story. And so you can send them, for instance, I can send Kristen a message and say, hey, did you see my, so as you can see with Kristen, I have messaged her. I asked her if she wanted to be in the coach sneak peek. So that is a great way to and then you can page through 11 people saw this. So no one's seen this yet, but this is how you actually, and oh, I didn't even see this, but I guess you can save who saw it maybe. I don't know. That's something I haven't looked at. But yeah, so these are the stories that I've done. And what I do a lot of times is I just take my stories and I do them all in one fell swoop. So I'll take pictures throughout the day, and then at night I'll sit and post my stories, and then the next morning I'll wake up and I'll see who read my stories, and then I might reach out to some of the people who read them. So that is my training. Hope you liked it.